To all the guys out there who are just wanting to go see this movie because it's rated R and has Jennifer Lawrence and it says strong sexual content and nudity, well, I'm gonna go ahead and say this at the very beginning of the video to get you guys out of here so we actually talk about the actual movie. Yes, it shows her naked. Okay? There you go. That's all you want to hear from me. There you go. Don't watch the review if you don't want to, but I know a lot of you guys out there are just wondering, does it show her naked? Yes. There. Happy? Let's talk about the movie, please. Red Sparrow. From director Francis Lawrence, who directed Catching Fire and Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2, he's now directing Jennifer Lawrence again in Red Sparrow, which is the spy thriller that kind of reminds of like the old 1970s, 60s kind of spy movies, where there's a lot of talking and there's some action scenes, but at least those movies, there was intriguing dialogue, intriguing characters, an intriguing setting, storyline, and there was action. There was good action, and when it was specced out through the entire movie, but it was a dialogue-driven kind of movie. This movie is trying that, except there's only like 2 action scenes, and both of them together combined for like 8 minutes long, and everything else is talk, 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 and this movie's 2.5 hours long. Oh, where to start with this, guys? I'm going to go and say this. I was disappointed with this movie. Okay, I don't know if it was just... Some people are going to love this movie. They die like Jennifer Lawrence is amazing and all this kind of stuff. To me, I thought going in this was going to be an intense thriller spy with cool, intense action scenes throughout the movie and good dialogue and good characters. We didn't really get that. I'll start with the positive. The basic storyline is Jennifer Lawrence is a ballerina who gets injured really bad. This leads to her uncle getting her involved with this program of the Sparrows, which uses sexuality, sex to get with these guys to learn information, and then she gets into it, and then she meets Joel Edgerton, who's an American, and then conspiracy spies, stuff like that happens, and then we get an ending where you're like, oh, that means that, and then it's over. So what did I think about this movie? I'll start with positive. First things first, the movie looked great. I mean, the cinematography is just really good. Like, I mean, it looks really good. I will not lie. And Francis Lawrence did a really good job for what he had. He did a really good job. Especially that he did like Hunger Games and those like teen kind of movies. Him doing this, like, I'm like, wow, bro. I mean, let's get this movie, maybe even a James Bond kind of, like, I honestly feel like he could handle a James Bond like film. I thought he did a great job. And I know everyone either loves or hates Jennifer Lawrence. Even though her accent was a little off in a few scenes, she's great. I mean, come on. It's like, she's a great actress. I mean, she goes for it in this movie. I mean, she really does. This is probably one of her toughest movies she's probably ever done. I mean, she, like, what her character goes through is brutal. I mean, it's brutal and it's intense, and there's some stuff you're like, you feel uncomfortable for her, and you gotta give her to her because she's a great actress. She's done a lot of stuff, and this is the first time you kind of like, you're like, wow, like, we're seeing her actually do this. And yes, it does involve, like, a lot of sexual stuff, and you're like, wow, I mean, she's really doing it, like, that's her. So yes, there is that part, but you have to give it up to her. She does an amazing job. Like, she is the lead of this movie. Joel Edgerton, he's really good in this movie. He didn't do, like, amazing, but he was really good. Jeremy Irons, he's in it for like 5 minutes, but he's really good. I mean, he does serve a purpose in the movie, and I don't know if he had a German accent, but if he did, I didn't hear it. I really didn't, because I had no idea. I had no idea if he had a German accent at all. It just sounded like Jeremy Irons to me. But overall, my main issue is this movie is just slow. It's really slow. Like, I mean, I checked my phone 4 times. I was wanting it to end because I was so bored. I did not care. Literally, the movie starts off, the first 5 minutes, I'm like, I'm ready for this movie. And then the training and stuff happens, you're like, this is uncomfortable, I don't like watching this. And then right when she starts the mission to go with Joel Edgerton, from there out to the very end, I'm bored. I am bored. Like, I mean, I am literally I'm sitting in the auditorium doing this. Please just hurry up. And the movie is 2.5 hours. The movie should cut down like 40 minutes. I mean, it felt so long. And I was so bored. And I'm not gonna, I know you're saying, oh my god, you just didn't get it. It's a spy thriller. You didn't get it. I understood it. I followed this movie. And at the very end, when you get like the surprise, like, oh, this means that, I was like, I like that. I do like the ending, but it doesn't live up to what I had to sit through. I mean, I don't know. I might just be tired. I don't know. But to me, this movie was just super boring and super slow paced, and I wanted it to end. I really did. So even though I said a lot of good things, it doesn't live up to how slow this movie was. I am gonna give it a really, really low C-. Again, I give it up to Jennifer Lawrence because what she went through, I'm like, she is just a great actress. And now, after she's done this movie, she could do anything. She could literally do anything now. After doing this movie, she can do anything. So anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.